Are you relocating to Dubai? So, this is a concern. There are a lot of people who are moving to Dubai and they're not sure about the process. Now, I have been a relocation consultant in my past Fortune 500 companies. So, there are a few steps we follow. I think the first and foremost, post your legalities, if that's sorted, your documentation is sorted, we understand whether we need to set up a company, or if your current employer is relocating you, or your employer does not mind you working remote. So legalities are sorted. Second step, in the past, it's been the case where we identify the school, and based on where the school is, we try and find a neighboring community, because most parents, they don't want, sorry, we have to figure out if you have children. And this video is finding a home. So it's majorly targeting end users. We're not looking at investors. We're targeting end users. So for a school for the children, now how do you identify the right school? Now, there's several curriculums, right? There's the UK curriculum, US curriculum. You have the IB curriculum. So there is a website called Which School Advisor. So it gives you a rating. So there's a board called KHDA, where they will identify schools in terms of outstanding, very good, good, fair, poor, average. So normally the clients who relocate, they want their kids to study in outstanding or very good, minimum good schools. And then we identify which villa community. So this, now it's quite challenging. The same model may not work completely, but you have to pretty much stick around the same principle. For example, I'm going to give you a live example. Yesterday I received a call from a client. He's moved in from the US. He's looking to live in an upscale community. He's the head of a very, very big Fortune 500 company. He wants to live in a nice community. So currently his children study in the Nadal Sheba area. There are a lot of interesting schools in the Nadal Sheba area. So he's looking for a nice villa community. But the challenge is, where do you stay? Like, if I choose an older community, will my value go down? If I have to choose a newer community, I have to wait for a couple of years. So what do I do? So this is a concern, but I'm going to explain how I went through the call with him. So I understood which school his children are studying in, and then I identified the villa community. So his child was studying in Nadal Sheba. So I explained to him the communities that are upcoming. Then I informed him, okay, right opposite, closest communities, there is the villa. Villa, beautiful, beautiful community. I think a lot of end users already live in the villa. Right adjacent to villa, you have Habtul Polo Resorts. Right behind the villa, you have Villanova. Somewhere near Nadal Sheba, you have this community called Living Legends. Opposite Living Legends, you have Falcon City. Adjacent to the villa, again, is all these newer communities, Arabian Ranches 3. So the problem with Living Legends are that, every community has its own challenges. Living Legends, the villas are large, huge villas, huge plot size, dead community. The villa, beautiful community, but there is no community center where, kids can go and just network, play. There's a nice community pool, facilities. Now, that's really critical. These are points that you should when I used to relocate, I used to inform clients that, listen, you're never going to find 100%, but then you make your boxes. What's priority for you? Location, proximity to school, size. So it's very clear. You want a minimum 3,500 to 5,000 square foot property. Check. Community facilities. Now, some people do, I think it's essential for kids, for their normal behavior, so that they get to engage with other children, families, you network. It's a community. I think it's beautiful. So I enjoy that personally, but I'm no one to judge. If you have other thoughts, it's absolutely fine. So, but then these are the boxes that you should consider. Falcon City, again, doesn't have the complete wide, but you get these huge size properties. Arabian Ranches 3, the properties are just handing over, so you have some opportunity here. For example, there's Kaya, which is independent houses in Arabian Ranches 3, handing on 2025. So this is the way we go about in understanding where do you invest. So he was asking me, where do you think you should invest in houses? What are the top upcoming villa communities that you see? What are your thoughts on Tilal Al Gaf? So my point remains the same. The entire Hessa street is a street. So on Hesse Street, you have got multiple communities. It goes with you to Mac Hills, there's the Mac Lagoons, there's Tilal Al Gulf, several communities, and a lot of big schools as well. There's King's, there's North Anglia, there's Suffolk, Public's primary school, a lot of schools. That place is loaded with schools. Gems World Academy and several other schools as well. Now the problem is the infrastructure doesn't support it. Hence, that is why this particular street where the villa Arabian Ranches 3, the plot next to it, Shoba is building Shoba Reserve, villa starting from 7.8 million. Next to that, Aldar has bought a very large plot. Aldar is the EMA of Abu Dhabi. Again, it'll be a top premium luxury community. So that area, good investment. Personally, I think Ema South is a very good investment because, you know, it's not a mature community. There's a lot of development happening. Currently, Ema is going to launch villas on the golf course. I think it's a brilliant investment. It's just 40 villas, 40 opportunities. Now, this is what I like. I don't like a community where there are 8,000 townhouses. Like in Damak Lagoons, you've got 8,000 townhouses. I mean, if you're investing in a townhouse at 1.7 million, I don't know how much of a premium can you charge, because there are, I don't know, probably 5,000 other people with the same deal. So, and you might as well go to the developer and get a cancellation. So it gets very challenging. Your demand supply. I don't think in a cluster there should be more than 150 villas. You know, so over here 40 villas on the golf course. Again, developers are unable to make an 18-hole championship golf course. How many are there? There's Arabian Ranches, Emirates Hills, Damak Hills, Jumeirah Golf Estates. And then the other side of town in Dubai Festival City. So I think there are 5 golf courses. So 6th one. So you got some advantage over here. Nice big sized villas on the golf course. Interesting. Expo City is building beautiful, sustainable on the concept of sustainability. Europeans love that concept. Apparently you'll have gazelles, no golf course, but you'll have gazelles running in front of you in Expo City. As something I need to cover, I will be covering that as well. So Dubai South, you've got Emaar launching villas on the golf course. Expo's launching interesting options. Something on South Bay, again, large size, good pricing, somewhere around 3.5 million dirhams. Interesting opportunity. If you're looking for something towards Ready and Jumeirah Golf Estates, Elisa villas are coming. Interesting option. Jumeirah Golf Estates is a community that you should look into. Very interesting options. And then you have Arabian Ranches 3. On the other side, you have the Valley. I think these are the top most interesting communities that are coming in Nadal Sheba area itself. You have Nakil and Miraz who are coming up with villa communities, but that is pretty far off. It's 26, 27, so it's not useful for you if you're relocating now. It's not really useful for you. I mean, I understand if you're relocating to Dubai, it's okay to lease a contract for a year, find a good opportunity, move into a brand new villa so you get some advantage of a good investment. So if you are relocating to Dubai, I have a very standard process where we understand documents. If you require further documentation like setting up a company, we'll get that sorted. 3rd step, your bank accounts. 4th step, your tax situation, we take care of that. 5th step, the school. And finally, we find the right home. So that should be the process that we need to follow. There are a few steps in relocating. We'll figure out your boxes. I will find your boxes and I'll make sure that we have at least 90% of it covered. But most importantly, I'll make sure that you have an investment that will help your money make money. Thank you for watching. Mohammed Sahib. If you're relocating, if you have any questions, I know it's a very tedious task. It's more emotional. I think relocation is most difficult for children, especially completely. Adults understand, but for children it's a lot more difficult. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I have a team. I'm having a team organized as we speak, because my emphasis, I've been going a little slow on handling clients directly, because my emphasis was, there's a gap in Dubai real estate in service. My emphasis was to fill that gap. I want to educate, I want to give service. I really want to make sure clients get profitable investments. I'm a patriot of Dubai. I love Dubai. So I want to make sure every investor says the same thing about Dubai, you know. So I've trained my team. I've really picked and chosen the best agents in the market. I'm forming a team. I'm taking it slow. I'm taking it step by step. You'll find a lot of changes in the coming weeks. There'll be a brand new website, CRM. There's an existing website for experience, but there will be a website coming for Mohammed Zahib, a CRM. I'll be publishing weekly newsletters. So, there'll be a lot of upgrades, a lot of new information. I'm going to try and give you as much information, equipment as possible so you can make a safe, healthy investment. Thank you for watching. Mohammed Zahib. Experience the experience.